often felt that one of the special things about my horse is that he can be doing his darndest to buck me off going around the ring, and then he sort of canters down center line and goes to work. And I think that's pretty cool. And today was a bit that way. He was really quite fresh getting down to the ring, and then he sort of got there and got down to work pretty well. And I think his trot work was good, maybe a tiny bit conservative, but plenty good. And then the walk is always a bit of sort of praying and just trying to get through it. And he did walk the whole time. He halted. He reined back pretty nicely. And the canter's sort of like, oof, we got that far. Once we get there, I feel confident to start sort of showing off, and that's his best work. His changes are good, and so I was very happy with the whole canter section. And as I sort of got to the last two loops of the canter serpentine, I think I started smiling and thinking that we'd survived it. And then I came down center line and really that's when it hit me that he'd had a very, very good test. I'm actually really excited, which typically at this point I'm not feeling so good about things. So that almost puts me more on edge, because I think Derek's courses almost put you too much at ease, and then he catches you out for not really respecting it enough. So I think it looks great. I think the footing is going to be a big question, especially for the horses later on. I don't really know what it's going to be. And beyond that, I think that I just need to really treat it like it's not looking as nice as it is, maybe.
Well, I wasn't expecting quite such a good test, to be honest. He has really improved the last, I would say, a month of working him. He's such a lovely horse. He's a really sort of friendly character, a very really positive thinking horse, but he's quite strong in a way. The way he goes, he's always on a mission. Whatever he does, whether you're leading him, he's marching along, or whatever you're doing, he's forward. And I had, up until a month ago, I've been really quite struggling with the dressage. I knew it was all there because he's got a calm temperament despite being very forward thinking. But I just found it hard, the test, because he was so strong all the time. And then Ferdy Alberg is my dressage trainer, and he lent me a bridle with a double bridle, which I hadn't ridden him in before. And it was such a transformation. He suddenly then really respected the bit, so then I could ride him forward and work on his engagement, and his work since then has really improved. But he still is a little bit unsteady in the double bridle. He's still sort of in a way getting used to it. But no, he was so good. He's such a good boy, and he is talented. He's got 3 very good paces, and he's a lovely jumper. But he's quite chunky. He's going to find tomorrow quite a long way in the mud. Well, I think they all will. But he's never done this length course before, and I don't know whether he's going to gallop to the end or whether he might reach sort of 9 or 10 minutes and find it a bit too much like hard work. I don't know. He's not a blood horse. He's Portuguese bred, which is quite strange. Not really bred as an event horse. But he's a sort of, he'll give it a go anyway. Yes, I think it's an absolutely fantastic course. Really refreshing to come here and walk around. I don't know. I don't think I've ever ridden any of Derek's courses, but I'm not 100% sure. But I was really impressed with his attention to detail. I just hope that the ground conditions don't take away from how brilliant a course it is, because there's every question is asked that a horse is really physically able to do, but in the nicest of ways. And it's all very jumpable, but it's a real 4-star course in a way. There's one question after another. But I think the ground conditions are going to be one of the main tests. No, I try not to do pressure. If I start to feel that there's a bit of pressure, I sort of quickly think about something else. No, I just, for myself, I feel I'm very fortunate to be still at this level at my age. I've been at it for a long, long time now, and just keep sort of reminding myself, aren't we lucky to just be taking part in such fantastic competitions, venues, and whatever will be. I'll just go out and try and ride my best, and hopefully it'll be good enough. Can I ask, is your horse any relation to Ringwood Cockatoo, or is it expected to be asked many times?
He's from the same farm. He's not bloodlines related. He's by an Irish thoroughbred stallion called Master Imp.
Is he? Yeah.
Yes, and they're people have a strong reaction to that one way or another. They're not known for being easy, but they are generally known for being pretty good event horses. And his mom's side is thoroughbred. It's a sport horse on his mom's side that goes back to an Irish stallion called Carabon View. So he's 7/8 thoroughbred and not related to Cockatoo, but from the same farm. Mm-hmm. And Bettina was real cute after my test. She came up and gave me a hug, and she goes, "Isn't it great to have a gray Ringwood?"
No, he's lovely.